The importance of taking action. Taking action is the foundation of every success story. No matter how big your dreams or how great your ideas are, they will never become reality unless you take action. Many people spend years thinking about their goals, making plans, and waiting for the perfect moment to start. But the truth is, the perfect moment does not exist. If you wait until you feel ready, you may never begin. The only way to make progress is to take action now, even if it feels uncomfortable or uncertain. Action is what turns ideas into results. Imagine you have a map and a car, but you never start the engine. No matter how detailed your plan is, you will never reach your destination unless you take the first step. The same is true for life. Without action, dreams remain just dreams. Even the smallest steps can create big changes over time. Taking action, even in small ways, helps you build confidence, learn new things, and move forward. Many people hesitate to take action because they fear failure. They worry about making mistakes or not doing things perfectly. But failure is a natural part of success. Every successful person has failed many times before achieving their goals. What matters is learning from mistakes and continuing to move forward. Action leads to experience, and experience leads to improvement. The more you take action, the more you grow. Another reason people delay action is because they overthink. They analyze every detail, plan endlessly, and try to predict every possible problem. While preparation is important, too much thinking can lead to inaction. This is called analysis paralysis, where you get stuck in a cycle of thinking but never doing. The best way to break this cycle is to start. Even if you are not 100% ready, you can always adjust and improve as you go. Taking action also helps you build momentum. When you complete a small task, you feel a sense of accomplishment. This feeling motivates you to take the next step. Each small success gives you the confidence to keep going. Over time, these small actions add up, and what once seemed impossible becomes achievable. Action sets you apart from others. Many people have dreams, but only a few take the steps to make them happen. By taking action, you separate yourself from those who only talk about success. You prove to yourself and others that you are serious about your goals. Action creates opportunities, opens doors, and brings you closer to your dreams. In the end, taking action is not just about achieving results. It is about developing a mindset of growth, learning, and progress. Every time you take action, you become stronger, more confident, and more capable. Success does not come from waiting, it comes from doing. So, don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now, take the first step, and keep moving forward. Your future depends on what you do today. Identifying what holds you back. We all have goals we want to achieve, but something often stops us from taking action. To move forward, the first step is to identify what is holding you back. These obstacles are not always obvious. Sometimes, they come from fear, self-doubt, bad habits, or distractions. Understanding these barriers will help you overcome them and take control of your progress. One of the biggest obstacles is fear. Fear can take many forms: fear of failure, fear of judgment, or even fear of success. You might be afraid to try something new because you worry about making mistakes or being criticized by others. Sometimes, you might even fear success because it comes with more responsibility or pressure. However, fear is often an illusion created by your mind. The worst-case scenario that you imagine is usually not as bad as you think. The best way to deal with fear is to face it. When you take action despite being afraid, you realize that fear loses its power over you. Another common barrier is self-doubt. Many people hesitate to take action because they feel they are not good enough or not ready. They tell themselves things like, "I don't have enough experience," or "I will never succeed." This kind of negative self-talk creates a mental wall between you and your goals. But self-doubt is not the truth. It is just a story you tell yourself. You can change this story by focusing on your strengths, celebrating small achievements, and reminding yourself that everyone starts as a beginner. Confidence comes from action. The more you do, the more capable you become. Procrastination is another major roadblock. Many people delay taking action because they feel overwhelmed or unsure where to start. They tell themselves they will begin tomorrow or next week. But those days never come. The key to overcoming procrastination is to start small. Instead of thinking about the entire project, focus on the first step. For example, if you want to write a book, don't worry about writing 300 pages. Just start with one paragraph. When you take small steps, you create momentum, which makes it easier to keep going. Another challenge is lack of clarity. Sometimes, we don't take action simply because we don't know what we really want. Without a clear goal, it's easy to feel lost and directionless. If you are unsure about your goals, take time to reflect. Ask yourself, what do I truly want? What kind of life do I want to create? Writing down your thoughts can help bring clarity. Once you have a clear goal, it becomes easier to take action because you know where you are going. Distractions are everywhere in today's world. Social media, television, and endless notifications can pull you away from what truly matters. Many people stay busy with low-priority tasks to avoid facing their real goals. The solution is to create a focused environment. Turn off notifications, set specific times for deep work, and eliminate unnecessary distractions. When you make time for your goals, you take back control of your focus and energy. Finally, some people struggle to take action because they are waiting for the perfect moment. They believe they need to learn more, prepare more, or wait until conditions are ideal. But the truth is, there is no perfect moment. The best time to start is now. Even if you don't feel completely ready, taking action will help you learn and grow along the way. By recognizing these barriers and addressing them, you open the door to action and progress. The key is to take small steps. Stay focused, and believe in yourself. No matter what is holding you back, you have the power to overcome it and move forward toward your goals. The science behind motivation and action. Understanding the science behind motivation and action can help you break free from procrastination and achieve your goals. Motivation is the force that drives us to take action, but it is not always reliable. Sometimes, we feel inspired and ready to work hard, but other times, we struggle to find the energy to start. This is because motivation is influenced by the brain's reward system, habits, and emotions. By learning how these factors work, you can create a system that makes it easier to take action and stay consistent. At the core of motivation is dopamine, a chemical in the brain that creates feelings of pleasure and satisfaction. When you anticipate or achieve something rewarding, your brain releases dopamine, making you feel good. This is why small wins, such as completing a task on your to-do list, can boost motivation. Research shows that even minor accomplishments trigger a dopamine release, encouraging you to keep going. This is why breaking big goals into small, manageable steps is so effective. Each small success reinforces a cycle of motivation, making it easier to take the next step. However, relying on motivation alone is not enough. Motivation is temporary, but habits are lasting. Many people think they need to feel motivated before they take action. But in reality, action often comes first. When you take even a small step, your brain recognizes progress, which increases motivation. This means that starting is the hardest part. Once you begin, continuing becomes much easier. This is why building routines and habits is crucial for long-term success. When an action becomes a habit, you don't have to rely on motivation alone, it becomes automatic. Procrastination is often misunderstood as laziness, but it is actually a coping mechanism for avoiding negative emotions. When faced with a difficult or overwhelming task, the brain looks for a way to escape discomfort. Instead of working on the task, you might start scrolling on social media, watching TV, or doing something else that feels easier. Your brain is seeking instant gratification because it wants to avoid stress or fear. The solution is to make tasks feel less overwhelming by focusing on just starting. Instead of thinking about completing an entire project, commit to working on it for just 2 minutes. This technique, called the 2-minute rule, helps overcome the initial resistance to action. Once you start, you are more likely to continue. Another powerful strategy is visualization. The brain responds strongly to mental images. If you picture yourself successfully completing a task or achieving a goal, your brain begins to believe it is possible. This process increases motivation and confidence. In contrast, if you focus on fear or failure, you may feel discouraged and avoid taking action. By using positive visualization, you can rewire your brain to focus on success instead of obstacles. Emotions also play a big role in motivation and action. Positive emotions, such as excitement and confidence, make it easier to take action, while negative emotions, such as fear and anxiety, can create hesitation. The good news is that you can influence your emotions through techniques like affirmations, mindfulness, and gratitude. For example, reminding yourself of past successes or practicing deep breathing can shift your emotional state, making action feel less intimidating. Finally, consistency is the key to long-term motivation. The more you practice taking action, even in small ways, the stronger the neural pathways in your brain become. Over time, your brain learns to associate effort with reward, making it easier to take action in the future. This is why the most successful people don't wait for motivation. They create systems that keep them moving forward, even when they don't feel like it. By understanding the science of motivation and action, you can take control of your behavior and create a life of progress and success. The key is to start small, build habits, and use strategies that keep you engaged. When you learn how to work with your brain instead of against it, taking action becomes easier and more natural. Strategies to overcome procrastination. Procrastination is a common challenge that affects almost everyone at some point. It is the act of delaying or avoiding tasks, even when we know they are important. Many people think procrastination is caused by laziness, but in reality, it is often linked to fear, overwhelm, or uncertainty. When a task feels too big or too difficult, the brain looks for an escape, choosing short-term comfort over long-term success. However, procrastination can be overcome with the right strategies. By understanding why we procrastinate and using practical techniques, we can take control and start making progress. One of the best ways to beat procrastination is to break large tasks into smaller steps. When a task feels overwhelming, it is easy to put it off. However, by dividing it into smaller, manageable steps, it becomes much easier to start. For example, if you need to write a report, don't think about writing the entire document at once. Instead, start with a simple task, such as writing the introduction or creating an outline. Each small step you complete builds momentum and makes the next step easier. Another powerful strategy is the 2-minute rule. This rule suggests that if a task takes less than 2 minutes to complete, you should do it immediately. If the task is longer, commit to just 2 minutes of work. Often, the hardest part of any task is getting started. By telling yourself that you will only work for 2 minutes, you remove the pressure of completing the entire task. Once you begin, you will likely continue beyond the 2 minutes because taking action creates momentum. Time blocking is another effective way to overcome procrastination. This method involves scheduling specific times in your day to focus on important tasks. By setting aside dedicated time for work, you eliminate the uncertainty of when to start. For example, if you plan to study for an exam, schedule a 30-minute session at a specific time instead of waiting to feel ready. Pairing time blocking with removing distractions, such as silencing notifications or working in a quiet environment, can greatly improve focus and productivity. Reframing your mindset about tasks can also make a big difference. Many people procrastinate because they see tasks as difficult or unpleasant. Instead of saying, "I have to do this," try saying, "I get to do this." This small shift in thinking changes your perspective from seeing a task as a burden to seeing it as an opportunity. If you can connect the task to a bigger purpose, it becomes easier to stay motivated. For example, instead of dreading a workout, remind yourself that exercising will make you healthier and stronger. Accountability is another great strategy. When you share your goals with a friend, mentor, or accountability partner, you create external motivation to follow through. If someone else is expecting you to complete a task, you are more likely to do it. Setting up regular check-ins or using a progress tracking app can help keep you on track. Lastly, it is important to practice self-compassion. Many people fall into a cycle of guilt and frustration when they procrastinate, which makes it even harder to take action. Instead of being too hard on yourself, acknowledge that procrastination is a habit that can be changed. Remind yourself that taking one small step is better than doing nothing at all. With time and effort, you can develop the discipline to take action consistently. By using these strategies, you can break free from procrastination and build momentum toward your goals. The key is to start small, create structure, and develop a positive mindset. Once you take the first step, progress becomes easier, and success becomes inevitable. Building a no excuses mindset. Excuses are one of the biggest obstacles to success. They may sound reasonable, but in reality, they stop you from making progress. Many people convince themselves that they don't have enough time, resources, or skills to achieve their goals. Others blame external circumstances, waiting for the perfect moment to start. The truth is, there will never be a perfect moment. And success is not about having the ideal conditions. It is about taking action despite challenges. Developing a no-excuses mindset means taking full responsibility for your actions and committing to progress. No matter what, the first step in building a no-excuses mindset is recognizing the excuses you make. Excuses often disguise themselves as valid reasons, such as, "I don't have enough experience," or "I'm too busy." While these may seem true, they are often based on fear or self-doubt rather than reality. To overcome this, write down the excuses you frequently use and challenge them. Ask yourself, is this really an obstacle? Or am I just avoiding discomfort? In most cases, you will find that you can take action despite the challenges. A key part of a no-excuses mindset is taking full responsibility for your choices. This does not mean blaming yourself for everything, but rather understanding that your actions determine your outcomes. Instead of saying, "I couldn't achieve this because of X," shift your mindset to, "What can I do to overcome X?" By focusing on solutions instead of problems, you take back control of your life. Another important step is shifting your focus from limitations to possibilities. Excuses often come from a scarcity mindset, where you focus on what you lack: time, money, skills, or experience. A no-excuses mindset flips this thinking by asking, "What can I do with what I have?" Even if your resources are limited, there is always a way to start. For example, if you want to start a business but don't have money, you can begin by learning skills online, networking, or starting small. Progress is always possible if you are willing to take action. Discipline is a key factor in eliminating excuses. Many people wait for motivation to take action. But motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. Discipline, on the other hand, ensures that you take action even when you don't feel like it. Building discipline means creating habits and routines that make action automatic. For example, if you want to exercise regularly, schedule a workout at the same time every day so that it becomes a habit rather than a choice. Over time, discipline becomes second nature, making excuses irrelevant. Embracing discomfort is another essential part of a no-excuses mindset. Growth happens outside of your comfort zone, but excuses arise when you try to avoid discomfort. Whether it is fear of failure, rejection, or effort, pushing through discomfort strengthens your ability to take action. Every time you act despite fear, you prove to yourself that you are capable, making it easier to face challenges in the future. Surrounding yourself with the right people can also help reinforce a no-excuses mindset. If you spend time with people who constantly make excuses, you are likely to adopt the same mentality. Instead, seek out individuals who take responsibility and push forward despite obstacles. Being around action-oriented people can inspire and motivate you to do the same. Finally, rewriting your internal dialogue is a powerful tool. Excuses often come from negative self-talk, such as, "I can't do this," or "I'm not good enough." Replace these thoughts with affirmations like, "I will find a way," or "I am capable of handling challenges." The way you speak to yourself shapes your mindset. And a no-excuses mindset starts with believing in your own ability to take action. By developing these habits and changing your mindset, you can eliminate excuses and take full control of your success. Progress comes from action, not justification. The sooner you stop making excuses and start taking responsibility, the faster you will achieve your goals. The role of discipline in taking action. Discipline is one of the most important factors in achieving success. While motivation can inspire you to start, it is discipline that keeps you going. Many people believe that they need to feel motivated before they take action. But motivation is unreliable, it comes and goes. On the other hand, discipline ensures that you take action even when you don't feel like it. It is the bridge between intention and achievement, helping you stay consistent and make steady progress toward your goals. One of the key roles of discipline is creating structure in your life. Without discipline, it is easy to get distracted and lose focus. There are always things competing for your attention: social media, entertainment, and daily responsibilities. If you don't set clear priorities and create a structured routine, you may find yourself procrastinating or working on unimportant tasks. Discipline helps you allocate time for the things that truly matter. For example, if you want to improve your fitness, having a disciplined schedule for exercise will ensure that you stay committed instead of waiting for the right moment to work out. Discipline also helps you overcome internal resistance. Fear, self-doubt, and laziness are common obstacles that prevent people from taking action. When you rely only on motivation, these negative emotions can stop you from making progress. However, discipline allows you to push through these feelings and take action anyway. Every time you act despite resistance, you build mental strength and reinforce the habit of persistence. Over time, this makes it easier to take action, even when conditions are not ideal. Another major benefit of discipline is that it creates momentum. When you take consistent action, even in small ways, you build a rhythm that makes progress feel natural and inevitable. Momentum reduces the amount of effort required to continue, making it easier to stay on track. For example, if you develop the habit of writing 500 words a day, eventually, writing will feel automatic, and you won't have to struggle to get started. This is why successful people rely on discipline rather than motivation. They understand that taking small, consistent actions leads to big results over time. Discipline also plays a critical role in accountability. When you are disciplined, you take full responsibility for your actions and outcomes. Instead of blaming external factors, you recognize that your success depends on your efforts. This mindset helps you stay focused and committed, even when challenges arise. People who lack discipline often make excuses for why they haven't achieved their goals, while disciplined individuals find solutions and keep moving forward. One of the most powerful aspects of discipline is that it removes unnecessary decision-making. When you develop discipline, you don't have to constantly decide whether or not to take action. You simply follow your established routines. For example, if you have a disciplined habit of waking up early and working on your goals every morning, it becomes a natural part of your day. This reduces decision fatigue and helps you stay productive without relying on willpower alone. Discipline also helps you manage distractions. In today's world, distractions are everywhere, making it easy to lose focus. Without discipline, you might spend hours scrolling through social media or watching TV instead of working on important tasks. However, disciplined individuals set boundaries and create environments that support their goals. Simple habits like turning off notifications, setting specific work hours, And creating a distraction-free workspace can make a huge difference in productivity. Another key benefit of discipline is that it builds self-confidence. Every time you follow through on a commitment, you prove to yourself that you are capable and reliable. This strengthens your belief in your abilities, making it easier to tackle bigger challenges. Confidence is not something you are born with. It is something you develop through disciplined action. Finally, discipline teaches you the value of delayed gratification. Many of the most rewarding achievements in life require patience and persistence. Whether it's building a successful career, learning a new skill, or improving your health, results do not happen overnight. Discipline helps you resist short-term temptations and stay focused on long-term rewards. This ability to delay gratification is one of the key differences between those who achieve their goals and those who don't. In summary, discipline is the foundation of consistent action. It provides structure, builds momentum, increases accountability, and strengthens self-confidence. While motivation may get you started, discipline is what ensures that you keep going, even when things get tough. If you want to achieve success in any area of life, developing discipline is one of the most important things you can do. Leveraging small wins to build big momentum. Small wins are the secret to achieving big goals. Many people believe that success comes from making huge changes or achieving massive breakthroughs. However, the truth is that success is built step by step, through small achievements that add up over time. When you focus on small wins, you create momentum, build confidence, and stay motivated to continue taking action. Understanding how to leverage small wins can help you overcome obstacles and reach your goals faster than you ever imagined. One of the biggest benefits of small wins is that they trigger a sense of accomplishment. Every time you complete a task, no matter how small, your brain releases dopamine, a chemical that makes you feel good and increases motivation. This is why checking an item off your to-do list feels so satisfying. It gives your brain a reward, encouraging you to keep going. The more small wins you create, the more motivated you become. And this positive cycle makes it easier to take consistent action. Small wins also reduce feelings of overwhelm. When you have a big goal, it can feel intimidating and impossible to achieve. This often leads to procrastination because the task seems too large to handle. However, when you break your goal into smaller steps and focus on completing just one task at a time, it becomes much more manageable. For example, if you want to write a book, instead of thinking about writing 300 pages, start with writing just one paragraph. Completing that small step gives you momentum, making the next step easier. Another important advantage of small wins is that they build confidence. Many people struggle with self-doubt and question whether they are capable of achieving their goals. However, confidence is not something you are born with. It is something you build through action. Each time you achieve a small win, you prove to yourself that you are capable. Over time, these small achievements add up, and you begin to see yourself as someone who takes action and follows through. This shift in mindset can have a powerful impact on your ability to succeed. Small wins also help create positive habits. Success is not about doing one big thing right. It's about doing small things right. Consistently, when you focus on small wins, you develop daily habits that support your goals. For example, if you want to get healthier, instead of trying to change your entire diet overnight, Start by drinking more water or eating one extra serving of vegetables each day. These small habits eventually become automatic, leading to long-term success. Another powerful way to leverage small wins is through tracking your progress. When you keep a record of your achievements, you can see how far you have come. This visual reminder of your progress keeps you motivated, especially on days when you feel stuck. You can track your small wins in a journal, a habit tracking app, or even a simple checklist. Seeing your progress over time gives you the motivation to keep pushing forward. Small wins also help build resilience. Success is never a straight path. There will always be obstacles and setbacks along the way. However, when you focus on small wins, you develop the ability to bounce back from challenges. Even when things go wrong, you can look at the small progress you have made and remind yourself that you are still moving forward. This mindset shift helps you stay persistent and keep working toward your goals, even when things get tough. Finally, small wins create momentum, which is one of the most powerful forces for success. When you achieve a small win, it acts like a spark that ignites a chain reaction. One small success leads to another, and before you know it, you are making consistent progress toward your goal. This is why starting small is so effective. Once you begin, it becomes easier to keep going. In summary, small wins are the building blocks of success. They keep you motivated, reduce overwhelm, build confidence, and create lasting habits. By focusing on small achievements and celebrating your progress, you can create unstoppable momentum that drives you toward your biggest goals. Remember, success is not about making one huge leap, it's about taking small, consistent steps every day. So, start small, keep going, and watch your progress grow. Sustaining action for long-term success. Taking action is important, but sustaining action over the long term is what truly leads to success. Many people start strong, full of motivation and excitement, but they often struggle to maintain that energy over time. This is because motivation naturally fades, and without a solid strategy, it is easy to lose focus, become discouraged, or fall back into old habits. The key to long-term success is learning how to sustain action even when motivation is low. By building the right mindset, habits, and systems, you can keep moving forward and achieve your biggest goals. The first step to sustaining action is understanding your why. When you have a clear and meaningful reason behind your actions, it becomes easier to stay committed. Ask yourself, why is this goal important to me? And how will achieving this improve my life? A strong purpose gives you the emotional fuel to keep going, even when things get difficult. For example, if you are working toward a fitness goal, focusing on how it will improve your health and energy can help you stay consistent. Another powerful strategy is building strong habits and routines. Motivation is temporary, but habits last. When you create a routine, you remove the need to constantly decide whether or not to take action. It simply becomes part of your daily life. For example, if you want to read more books, setting aside 15 minutes every morning for reading can make it a natural part of your day. The more you repeat an action, the easier it becomes, and eventually, it requires less effort to maintain. Consistency is more important than intensity. Many people make the mistake of going all in at the beginning, only to burn out later. Instead of pushing yourself too hard for a short period, Focus on taking small, consistent steps. Progress is a marathon, not a sprint. It is better to work on your goal for 30 minutes every day than to work for 5 hours one day and then do nothing for a week. Small, daily actions add up over time and lead to lasting results. Tracking your progress is another great way to stay motivated. When you see how far you have come, it reminds you that your efforts are paying off. You can use a journal, a progress tracking app, or even a simple checklist to record your achievements. Celebrating small milestones keeps you engaged and motivated to continue. Even if you haven't reached your ultimate goal yet, recognizing your progress can give you the confidence to keep going. Another important factor in sustaining action is being adaptable. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes things don't go as planned. Instead of giving up when obstacles appear, be flexible and adjust your approach. If one strategy isn't working, try a different one. Successful people are not those who never face challenges. They're the ones who find solutions and keep moving forward. A positive mindset is also crucial for long-term action. Negative self-talk and doubt can drain your energy and make you want to quit. Instead of focusing on failures or setbacks, remind yourself of your strengths and past successes. Replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations like, "I am capable," or "I will figure this out." A strong mindset helps you stay focused on the bigger picture, even when things get tough. Surrounding yourself with a supportive environment can make a huge difference in sustaining action. The people around you influence your habits and mindset. If you spend time with individuals who are focused and driven, their energy will inspire you to stay on track. Consider joining a group, finding an accountability partner, or simply sharing your goals with a friend who will support and encourage you. Rest and recovery are just as important as taking action. Many people think they have to work non-stop to achieve success, but this often leads to burnout. Taking breaks, getting enough sleep, and practicing self-care help you maintain energy and focus over the long run. Sustainable progress requires balance. Pushing too hard without rest can actually slow you down in the long term. Lastly, focus on enjoying the process, not just the outcome. If you only care about the end result, it can be frustrating when progress feels slow. However, if you learn to enjoy the journey, staying consistent becomes much easier. Find ways to make your work enjoyable. Listen to music while exercising. Turn studying into a fun challenge. Or celebrate small victories along the way. When you love the process, success becomes a natural result of your actions. In conclusion, sustaining action is the key to long-term success. By understanding your purpose, building habits, staying consistent, tracking progress, adapting to challenges, maintaining a positive mindset, and creating a supportive environment, you can keep moving forward even when motivation fades. The road to success is not about taking big leaps, it's about taking small, steady steps every day. Keep going, stay committed, and success will follow. The power of taking action, a lesson for success. Success is not about having the perfect plan, the best resources, or the ideal circumstances. It is about taking action, consistently and intentionally, despite challenges, fears, and uncertainties. Many people spend their lives waiting for the right moment. But the truth is, there is no perfect moment. The only way to turn dreams into reality is to start now and keep going. 1. Action is the key to progress. No matter how big your dreams are, they will never come true without action. Ideas and plans are important, but they are useless if they remain only in your mind. Taking even the smallest step forward creates momentum, builds confidence, and helps you learn along the way. Every successful person has one thing in common: they take action, even when they don't feel ready. 2. Overcome the barriers that hold you back. Fear, self-doubt, procrastination, and distractions are some of the biggest obstacles to success. Fear of failure stops many people from trying. But failure is not the end, it is a lesson that helps you grow. Self-doubt is just a story you tell yourself, and it can be rewritten with small achievements. Procrastination can be beaten by breaking tasks into smaller steps and focusing on starting, rather than completing everything at once. 3. Use the science of motivation to your advantage. Motivation is driven by dopamine, the brain's reward chemical. Small wins create a dopamine boost, which increases motivation and keeps you moving forward. However, motivation is temporary, it comes and goes. This is why you must build habits that make action automatic. When you no longer rely on motivation alone, you ensure progress even on difficult days. 4. Defeat procrastination with simple strategies. Procrastination is often caused by feeling overwhelmed or uncertain. The best way to overcome it is to break large tasks into smaller, manageable steps. The 2-minute rule helps you start quickly by committing to just 2 minutes of action, making it easier to continue. Time blocking, eliminating distractions, and creating an accountability system can also help you stay on track. 5. Develop a no excuses mindset. Excuses are the biggest enemy of success. People often blame time, money, or circumstances for their inaction. But successful individuals take full responsibility for their progress. Instead of focusing on problems, they look for solutions. Discipline, resilience, and a willingness to embrace discomfort are key elements of a no excuses mindset. 6. Discipline is more powerful than motivation. While motivation may get you started, discipline is what keeps you moving forward. Discipline creates structure, builds momentum, and removes unnecessary decision-making. When you develop strong habits and routines, action becomes second nature. Over time, discipline leads to confidence and long-term success. 7. Small wins lead to big success. Small wins build motivation, confidence, and momentum. Every small achievement proves to you that you are capable. By tracking progress and celebrating small victories, you stay motivated and committed to your goals. Success is not about making one huge leap, it is about taking small, consistent steps every day. 8. Sustain long-term action. The real secret to success is not starting, it is continuing. This requires a clear purpose, a strong routine, and a positive mindset. Surrounding yourself with the right people, tracking your progress, and focusing on the journey instead of just the outcome will help you stay committed. Rest and balance are also important. Burnout can slow you down more than taking strategic breaks. Final lesson: take the first step and keep going. Success is built on action. It does not require perfection, only commitment, discipline, and consistency. No matter how small, every step forward matters. The key is to start now. Overcome excuses, build habits, and keep moving forward, no matter what challenges arise. Your future depends on what you do today. So, take action now. The journey to success starts with a single step.